like from where we begin
We,
to talk.
Is it start?
yeah, it's
Nice to know.
Should we introduce our video first? Okay, this is our group video for the entertainment department. We will go through what do we do, how do we come up with the ideas, and then how we did on the event, and the review of ourselves. Right, first questions. What is entertainment department?
So entertainment department is basically we have played a huge role in this event. We try to cooperate with marketing department, trying to cooperate with food and beverage department, trying to help with the service, and we come up with some several ideas about the games. Also, we were trying to help with the decorations, try to fit this into our event, and so on.
Yeah. Do you want to add something for it? No?
We were there to entertain all the guests.
Yeah.
Actually,
To
that
figure
was the
out
main-
how
was the main-
can our guests and also all of us have fun and enjoy the event.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
basically
that's our main aim.
Yeah.
Okay, for the second question, let's go towards the ideas and planning part. How do we come up our ideas?
Actually, I think it's really a challenge for us to come up with games, especially for a large group of people in this event. At first, it's really hard for us to find like how can people enjoy and participate in this event like every moment. So we come up with ideas like separating them into groups, and then we try to think some games was suitable for Oscar event.
Yeah, and it was quite tricky to come up with the games because it's difficult to have people's attentions, and then it's hard to make some fun out of some quite old school thing. And then also we don't have much performance that could support us throughout the event. So it was quite stressing to organize those games.
Yeah, because we were a big group too. Like the event group was big in itself, and then we had like the guests weren't enough for this event, so it was hard to hard to come up with different games too.
Yeah, and
For
even
a lot of people.
yes.
Exactly. Yeah.
And then what else?
And I think this theme, we need to have a elegance game, and we cannot like move around because everyone are just like really pretty, and maybe it's hard to move really a lot. So I think we need to stick in the games that we can sit and then we hold things, or we just talk like that.
Yeah, and also because it was like a plated dinner,
Yeah.
so I mean it wasn't like if it would have been like a buffet or something, people were already being like walking around.
Yeah.
But now everyone's really sitting all the time,
Yeah.
so we really had to like have games which suited for
Yes.
that kind of event. So how did we come up with the games? I mean, we were like searching a lot, but
Yeah, we're searching a lot. Actually, we use some of the ideas from the previous term as well, like
yeah.
bingos and
Yeah,
quiz
yeah.
games. Actually, those are from the previous terms. I mean, they did quite well, so we just use the same method but switch it with some other things or change some
Yeah, we changed it, yeah.
rules, and then just try to make it fit and fun. Also for
we had the drawing game.
Yeah, the drawing
The drawing
game. It was kind of
Inspired by the
I think that one was
Yes.
the funniest though.
yeah. I mean, it's kind of I've never seen any term did that before, so that was quite new for us.
Yeah.
I think that was also the funniest part
Yeah.
throughout the event. I think that was quite good.
Also the quiz game, especially Christine was a little bit confused when he received all these answers, but without knowing the correct ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, actually we planned everything quite quickly.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, because we didn't have a lot of time either.
yeah.
So we had to have like,
we,
you know, like 3 games and we had to fit them in for the time. Yeah.
How, after we made the plan, how did we split the workload?
Well, I mean, we were always in the group, but like mostly in the group.
Yeah.
And then we were like
We were,
searching for
searching for
different
names.
areas and names and
And actually we have quite, we made meetings quite often compared to other
Yeah.
departments.
Yeah.
I mean,
so too.
in the first half of the term, we almost have 1 meeting per week.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
that's why we
It
planned
was
quite
like after
quick.
midterm we had like
Yeah, yeah, and actually after the midterm we can hardly make any progress because other departments' stuff are not finalized yet,
yeah,
and we cannot organize it better as well.
Yeah.
So,
exactly. Like the last things we had were to put everything together, like after midterm,
yes,
and then to buy the prizes when we finally
Yeah.
found out that
Yes.
we didn't have a lot of prizes.
Yes,
But it took a
yes.
lot of time though. So
yeah, so
to
actually,
get the answers from everyone else.
and I think our job like quite evenly divided. Mm. I mean, everyone got something to do, especially like for creating the games.
Yeah.
Like well, he's like starting to do with the Pictionary part.
Yeah. Also,
Guessing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I was trying to help, but
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, but-
No, but you did
You
help.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
of course.
Yeah. And then who,
mine was
who-
like too complicated.
it's okay.
Mm.
Who did the drawing, like the quizzing part?
Me and
Yeah.
me and
No, quizzing.
cousin. Yeah, cousin part.
Yeah, I did
Oh.
a quizzing, like I searched for a question and like made up some wrong choice, and I did 420.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
did for the first 7, I think,
Yeah.
and I made it 220.
Yeah, and then we add more like confusing options.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually we drafted quite quickly.
Mm.
And then for the bingo part is you too, right?
Yes.
Yeah. It was
Mm.
fun because we just like search and then we have a list of names.
It was like an easy thing to search on though.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't too complicated with the
Yeah.
bingo.
Yeah.
Because I mean,
But
it's a lot of actors,
Still, we need to
actresses.
select like
Yeah, it was the
famous
selection was the
movie,
like harder, yeah.
Yeah, and also like to generate the bingo, it's kind of complicated too. It's like there's a lot of generator online, but not all of them look nice.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So yeah, it's kind of tricky too. But turns out the product that's quite nice for me.
Yeah, I mean, it was a simple thing, not too
Yeah.
complicated either, so.
Yeah, and it looks special,
Yeah.
like it's customized, so it's fine. Do you find anything difficult when we do the preparation?
Like during the weeks, you mean?
Yes. Like
Yeah.
right before the event started?
Oh,
I
you
know,
got
I
to
mean,
follow
To
the-
find a performance.
Yeah, the performance was the hardest part.
Yeah,
Before-
true.
That was the hardest because I mean, we were searching for like from the
No
first
one
week,
signed
but
up.
no one signed up.
Mm.
And then we got your friend, and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
the night
Luckily.
yeah, I was so
Yeah.
happy, so good. But then like the night before,
Yeah, we got a surprise.
we got the surprise performance,
Yeah.
and I mean,
Yeah,
it
I
was
was
good too. But I mean, she knew about it, but she
Yeah.
didn't want
Yeah.
to, and then I don't know.
Yeah, that was really hard for us to arrange actually.
Yeah.
Because it was all of a sudden and we have no clue where she's come from.
No, we didn't know who she was either.
Yeah.
Like in the beginning, they just said term 1 girl,
Yeah.
and then was like, yeah, okay, who is
and,
it?
and, and I'm not the one who know it the first. I mean,
Yeah.
like I heard it from someone else.
Yeah.
And I was like,
yeah, that's the thing. Like
oh.
I heard it from someone who heard it from someone, and it was
Yeah.
like, okay, but you can come to us. And
Yeah.
then you go in the
And
end,
we-
just like
We like announce and
Yeah.
go table by table already, but
Yeah.
there's no one.
Yeah.
Like,
And
I
now
can play.
suddenly appear.
yeah,
Yeah.
that was a shocking
I
event.
think
Yeah.
during the meeting we were even considering about, just take this performance out of the list.
Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah, at first we were like, yeah, it's fine.
We
With-
just skip it.
yeah, we
we
just
just-
lengthen the games and
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
But it turned out well. I think
Yeah.
in the end. I mean,
Mhm. Okay, that's
I don't think we had anything else, right?
I think-
Because a lot of time we were just waiting for the other departments
Yeah.
to know
Yes.
how the timetable was looking. So
Yeah, because actually we almost finalized our plans
Yeah.
before midterm.
yeah,
We just need like to practice it
yeah, exactly.
and make like final time adjustment or like how to
And
split
then we
the
just
sections.
did some small changes and everything,
Mhm.
but it was
Yeah.
nothing like big, and it
Yeah.
wasn't like a problem. We just find something we did want to.
And then we also like we did the game test in class,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
the review
And
was,
that was fun too.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
okay. So it was okay for the preparation.
Yeah.
I'm satisfied with that.
Yeah.
Okay, go directly to the event on that day.
Yeah.
What do you think did we do on the event?
Like I mean, in the beginning, we did the mistake with the music.
Yeah.
We forgot to turn it on.
Yeah.
Like because we were so like into like where we're gonna stand, where we're gonna
yeah.
be, when do we do this, you know, because we didn't really
Yeah.
know the timetable at all.
Yeah, and then also the kitchen part.
Oh yeah.
Like it's like didn't match at all.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
Everything was like
That time we need to catch the timetable, so
Yeah.
we stop the game in
Yeah.
the middle.
Yeah.
But turn out kitchen like come late for the main course,
Yeah,
and
they
there's
were
like
late,
a
yeah.
long period of waiting time.
Yeah.
and it's also I found it hard to communicate with food and beverage, like with the
Yeah.
food department sometimes.
Yeah, because
She was so stressed up,
yeah.
stressed up too. So I mean,
Yeah, and also like even the food department itself with the kitchen.
Yeah,
it's
like
a huge
kitchen
problem
too. Yeah.
already.
because
And-
when we spoke to the kitchen, they didn't even know a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
And they were the ones like
Yeah.
preparing the food.
yeah, and then we're like, yeah, it's hard to fill up the dead air part during the event.
I mean, Christian and Ari really tried.
yeah,
They
Yeah,
did
they tried
so
so
good.
hard. I really
And people were
appreciate
like,
their effort.
yeah, exactly.
Like
Mm.
without
They just went
them,
up and do some more bingo, or
Yeah,
they
so
really tried to
nice.
do something
Yeah.
to like hide.
And the
the
whole
delay.
schedule on that day was actually like freestyle. We couldn't
Yeah,
I
follow
think for
up.
everyone actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of mess,
Yeah.
but we did our best.
Yeah.
And I think it turned out good in the end. Like, I mean,
Mm.
everything was
Yeah, and
So
like,
also
still fine.
still
It
fine.
didn't happen. Something
yeah, we
like,
did adjustment when people got complaints like
Yeah.
like when the music happens
Mhm.
with like their
Yeah, they came up with the awards too, and like we should
Mm-mm.
have had this background picture, like
yeah
of the award.
yes,
I mean, there was like small things too
but like
could have thought of, but
the reason I didn't came up with the idea
Yeah.
of putting the background is because the projector will just directly screen on people's face and it
Yeah,
doesn't look
yeah,
good.
yeah.
So I just didn't think of that, but I didn't thought that people would mention it.
No,
So that's the thing.
exactly.
So yeah, so when I just heard that, I was like, no, let it
Yeah.
go.
We were already in,
yeah,
like we were already
Awarding.
awarding, so I mean it
Yeah.
was hard to like
yeah, and
cut
it's,
it and
Yeah.
make a pause and then
that would be
put on
more
something.
awkward.
Yeah, exactly.
And also the choice of music, like people complain, like from
Did
like Sylvia, he came up and was like, yeah, why the music is like this, and then Christian helped us to
Yeah.
change the music
Yeah,
as
he
well.
put on something from his list. I know.
Yeah. And then
I think for a bingo game, like someone just don't really understand what's
Yeah.
going on.
Yeah,
with
that
the
was the
game.
hard, like the part with the games, like they announced,
Yeah.
The
The
rules,
bingo rules is
but people didn't really listen either.
yeah,
maybe
and
it's
then-
because it's in the beginning of
Yeah,
the event,
exactly, and they
then
were
they're
like
not
too excited and or
conscious,
whatever.
or-
Yeah.
yeah,
They're like,
they're
huh, what happened?
Yeah,
because
exactly.
it's not yet sold out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for the communication, like
Yeah.
the food department at the beginning.
Mm.
Because like actually I've shown them the list, the MC script that
Yeah.
the flow, a copy to them like the night before we have our final meeting.
Yeah.
And then I gave it to Yo, but she didn't realize that I said like I written like ask everyone to be seated.
Yeah.
And then they're like, no, they are seated with people, like people will lead them, and I didn't know that like that plan, so it was kind of confused and messy at the beginning of the event, and she was panicked too, and I was more
Because, I mean,
panicked.
a lot of people just said, you know,
Yeah.
Yes.
it was hard to know
Yeah.
with the groups too for us.
Yes.
Because all the teachers was on site
Yeah.
and then the students on the second side.
Yeah.
And it was like total mess because
Yeah.
we didn't know how to divide them either.
Yeah.
Mm-mm-mm.
And also I think when we did the groups, there were too many people in the groups
Yeah.
Yeah.
because they were sitting like too far away from each other.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the first person and the seventh person didn't even know they were in the same group.
Yeah.
But I think the people who
I
were
think this
playing
one
though, they were having
It's
fun.
our main challenge because
Yeah.
we don't know how many people will come,
Exactly.
and then we prepare the like maybe 10 groups of people.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
can play the games, but there's more than we
Yeah.
expected. So it's really hard for us to divide groups, and people just come and go, come and go.
Yeah, because there were
Yeah.
people coming after who didn't even.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
And they just wanted the food and the drinks and I don't know.
Yeah.
So we
Not
should
prepare
actually,
that.
they could have had like the whole event should have had like a list from the beginning where you
Yeah.
sign
Yeah.
up
Yeah.
and have a ticket for the event.
Non-VIP.
Yeah, exactly.
and
So we would have
Mhm.
known how many people had signed up for it, and then we
Yeah.
could have done
I
everything.
mentioned that too, like for
Because
my
now we
personal
just know,
reflection.
like we didn't even know actually the VIPs because
Yes.
there were like
Yeah.
people just sitting down or not showing up,
And then
and people were late too.
yeah, and they were like
For the-
living in the middle of the event.
Yeah.
It's like
So rude.
after the main course, some of them already left.
Yeah.
Didn't even wait for desserts.
No.
So it was quite hard to keep the event continuing.
Yes.
Exactly, because I mean, also the MCs tried and they were on the stage,
Yeah.
but people were sitting kind of far from them.
Yeah,
and
it's
when
still a
people
huge
left
difference.
to the bar and everything,
Yeah.
they didn't listen at all because
Yes.
they were already on the other side of the room.
Yeah. And
So
then
it was very hard to keep them.
And the consciousness is hard to continue
Yeah.
because the room is like very big
Yeah.
and then too many people and like not everyone is listening, and then also at the back like not every of our helpers or the staff know what's going on. So
Yeah,
it's
that's what's the hard with the communication.
Mm-mm.
Because of when I went into 101 when they had preparation for the dessert,
Yeah.
food department didn't know that they were ready.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I told term 2 to go in, and then they were
Yeah.
like, "Oh, the dessert is ready," because they didn't have any communication.
Yeah.
You should have been, someone should have been there and like, when are you
Yeah,
ready?
yeah.
So we know. But everyone's like walking around and no one knew.
Yeah, and then
So that was the hardest, like with the whole, all the
Mm.
departments together.
yeah, and also the venue is so big that it's
Yeah.
always running around.
Exactly.
That was quite tiring to do communication.
Yeah.
It's like sometimes you just want to tell her a small little stuff,
Yeah.
but you need to run from one side to
Exactly.
another side, and that was tough.
Yeah. Because it took time too. I mean, if something was important and you had to say it now, then you really had to run.
Yeah.
Because it was like, now. Not in 2 minutes.
And then it's so
Yeah.
difficult to make an official end of the event too.
Yeah.
Because like before it starts ending,
Yeah.
it feels like already end because people
Yeah.
left.
Yeah, exactly.
And then it's so difficult for the rest of the schedule keep running on. So at the end it's like quite awkward when we
Yeah,
end.
it turned awkward actually.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
they were like, yeah,
It's
now
hard to give the gift as well.
And we went up to the stage,
Yeah.
because we wanted to, but no one was like, even then people weren't listening. It was like the
Yeah.
teachers and some students,
They laughed.
but everyone in the back, they laughed or they were just talking.
Yeah.
So,
And then also for the awarding part, actually I quite like relied on Ari's reaction.
yeah.
Because like after the bingo, like a lot of stuff didn't give away.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like asking her as advice to how we can distribute the prizes. And then she helped us a lot. She gave us a lot of like, at least she gave me a lot of ideas like how to give away the prizes. And then eventually we'll finish it. But that part was difficult too.
Yeah, because I mean, we had the list already,
Yeah,
but nothing went
yeah.
after that.
Yes.
We changed everything, so.
Yeah, it was very difficult to make instant reaction after so many changes. That was quite difficult for me.
Yeah, especially no one wins bingos and no one's there.
Yeah, no one's
Exactly.
there.
And that was like also because, as I mentioned earlier,
Yeah.
with the bingo sheets.
Yeah.
People were confused because it was hard to write on them, and then a lot of people just didn't do it.
Yeah.
But then we had these people who had like 8 in front of them and
try to
had-
fill.
yeah,
Yeah.
because it was so fun.
Yeah.
So,
But
yeah.
actually, I went table by table,
Yeah.
like asked them, "Do you know how to play bingos?"
Yeah.
And
Actually,
some
it
of
was
them
really
was like,
nice.
"Oh, I don't know."
Yeah.
And then I explained them with their language.
Yeah.
And
Oh
then-
yeah, because we said like when we explained it, like we should go
Yeah.
up on stage and say it in different language
Yeah.
so people understand.
Yeah.
True. And not all of them knows what's going on, and then we need to explain the rules table by table.
Yeah.
This is quite frustrating
Yeah.
because we thought the rules are clear enough,
Yeah.
but not everyone understands. Yeah.
Yeah.
What else? What do you think we need to improve?
Communication.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the communication
With
always.
department.
I mean,
Actually,
yes.
it's throughout a whole event from
Yeah.
the very beginning till
Yeah.
the end. First
like,
is
even before,
with the
because I mean,
school.
we did all the preparations in
Mhm.
the Grand Hall. We ate, and
Yeah.
no one actually knew when we were coming back.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know, the event
Yes.
was at 6,
Yes.
but we didn't know when to meet. Because
Yeah.
everyone was just preparing, so we didn't actually have a time for all the departments to meet before the event.
True.
So I mean, some people just arrived like 5 minutes before 6.
Yeah.
Like yeah. And I mean that's difficult too because we didn't have enough time
Yeah.
because the planning wasn't like super good in the beginning
Yes.
too. We thought it would go faster than it did
yeah.
with all the decorations and everything.
But actually, the decoration took quite a long time.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and
It's
even with all
much
the lights
longer.
we put up, it took like
Yeah.
2 hours.
Yeah.
And I mean,
Mm-mm.
and then we had to eat.
Yeah.
And everyone was in there and everyone didn't have a place to sit.
Yes.
I left because some people didn't have a place to sit, so I just took it in my hand and went
Yeah.
for you guys. Because I was like, okay, you can sit, I can just take it. And then I left to my room instead and like, I have to eat. So I
Me
mean,
too.
yeah,
And then also.
that was a
for-
bit, because that's why, because we didn't know how many people were working either. We just
Yeah.
knew like we were like 28 or 29.
Mm-mm.
And then we didn't actually have a number of the kitchen and anything. And everyone was
Yeah.
sitting down in the a la carte area.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
So we should have known that at least.
Yes.
So everyone could have a seat because also the chefs and everything were eating.
Yeah.
So we were quite a lot of people eating at the same time.
And then there's also like stuff like the communication with the school as well. Because for the invitation part, we keep having changes per week.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it was like quite difficult for us to do predictions of how many people are coming.
Because a lot of people thought that they had to pay
Yeah.
entrance.
Yes.
It didn't say entrance fee on the paper, but a lot of
Yeah.
people still thought that.
Yeah.
And we showed the video once, right?
No,
Twice.
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 But still people didn't know.
Yeah.
I mean, they didn't understand.
Mm-mm-mm.
So I think it was, yeah.
And also.
We should have had a bit, like I don't know, like better
we should
information,
put-
Yeah. And
or
now it's
everyone,
like, no entrance, please come.
or everyone should have received actually an email
Yeah.
with an invitation, and then it would have been like,
No, actually, we
more
sent an
yeah.
invitation email, but it just didn't show it clearly.
yeah, exactly, like there should have been more information underneath,
Yeah.
and like if you have questions, you can meet with this department maybe, so
Yes.
they could have answered, because I think a lot of more people should have come
Yes.
if they knew about it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And also like for.
And also with the dresses for the girls,
Yeah.
a lot of
Yeah.
people like, I know that they thought it was hard to like, they should
Yeah.
go and buy something new because of
Yeah.
the dress code,
Yes.
and
But
I
that
understand them too, but
Mhm.
they didn't know that they can have like just a nice dress. A lot of
Yes.
people thought they had to have like
The full
like
fully
full
gown.
gown and everything. So
And, yeah,
yeah.
that was one of the factors that turned people down.
yeah,
Mhm.
It was a lot.
it's easier for a male. Like
Mm-mm.
they just have to put
Yeah.
on a suit.
Yeah, just wear
Yeah.
what they go
Exactly.
to class.
Yeah.
And then also for the what's that called? The communication between MCs. Actually, because we have our MC's recommendation
Yeah.
like really
Yeah.
late,
Yeah.
because no one was wanting to do
Yeah.
it, and actually for us.
Yeah, they turned down in the last minute. Actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, yes.
And then so we have not much time to communicate with them.
Yeah.
I didn't even have chance to make a meeting with them because like first Ari is not living in school.
No.
And then others are like Christian, he's like still waiting for the final schedule,
Mhm.
and I was waiting as well. But still, eventually, the kitchen still changed it, and then it's not really helpful for organizing, and also because for the decoration part, it took way longer time than we expected. So I thought we would have some gap time between, so I
Yeah,
can
everyone
just
thought that.
have
Yeah,
a
that
short
we would have
brief
some
with
time
them.
to like brief and like
Yeah,
everything
yeah,
for the
yeah.
event.
Yeah, but then like we did until we have dinner.
Yeah, exactly.
So it was very difficult as well.
Yeah, because we weren't sure about the schedule either,
Mm,
and then
yeah.
when we had to talk to them during the event, it was hard too because none of us was sure.
Yeah, and then what
And
we
they
do
didn't
for
know
the
that.
decorations, we're
Yeah.
like all separate into different parts, so we don't have like small times to have
Yeah.
a chat.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I think that.
I didn't even stay in my group. I just during the decoration because
Yeah, they need help.
yeah, everyone needed help, so I just
Mhm.
ran around.
Mm.
I
What
think
else?
do I have something more?
I think the res, we did it quite.
Yeah.
Mm.
I think everything turned out good in the end.
Mm-mm.
It was just like small adjustments
Yeah.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's the end of our video. Enjoy
Thank you.
Kinga.
For your
Enjoy Miss Kinga.